The following explanation is to help better explain the Debt Liberator Octenary, which is Liberty International's compensation plan. Now, this compensation plan has paid the most money to the most people in the shortest period of time before. Now, the Debt Liberator Octenary, as the name implies, has the ability to have a width of 8 with unlimited depth in the genealogy, and you will receive 100% of all the commission points of the entire genealogy you establish, no matter how big you build it. Now, we have 3 packages in order to select from if we want to be a business builder. And the basic package is a package where you're allowed to build out 2 of the 8 teams immediately. Now, this once again is unlimited depth and growth. One of the 7 business centers, these 7 business centers, you can call them cash registers if you like. One of the 7 business centers is open active day 1. Now remember, our startup cost is $99, which is enough to open up one of the 7 business centers. Now, it does have the potential of earning up to $4,100 per day. The first 2 initial teams can generate upwards of $500 a day, 6 days a week. Now, to go beyond the $500, what we say per cycle, per day, 6 days a week, or a low 6-figure income, is you would have to then physically recruit or place 10 customers or IRs underneath each of the 2 people that you put into the system initially. And on the 21st person, then the software will allow you then to build a 3rd team, which would then allow 2 of these business centers to actually make money. Now remember, you're going to have to also sell an additional 1,000 points in products and services for each of the remaining 6 business centers to make them become activated. So that's a little bit of work beyond the first 2 teams. So to recap here, 21 people to start your 3rd team. It would take 71 people personally to start all 8. And then, of course, you would have to then sell 6,000 points in merchandise to open up all 7 business centers. Now, as the name implies, the advanced package, which has an out-of-pocket one-time of $249, plus remember there's a $50 instant rebate off the phone equipment if you decide to purchase a WOW mobile phone, it allows you to build up to 4 teams immediately from day 1 with unlimited depth. Now, 3 of the 7 business centers are open day 1, so therefore you would only need to do 4,000 points in retail to open the remaining 4. And of course, with 4 teams, that gives you really 3 times the income earning potential immediately. And of course, this package can pay upwards of $5,300 a day. Now, just like the basic package, you would then have to help the initial 4 people that you started building a sales force around, and by placing 10 people underneath each. On the 41st person, then you could start a 5th team, power it down, and just like the basic package, it would take 71 people personally recruited by you to actually build out all 8 teams of the Octenary, which could be very difficult for an average person, which is why I recommend that if they're serious about growing a business, that they look at the accelerated pack, because what it does is allows you to build all 8 teams immediately. Now remember, we have a $499 startup, but remember there's $250 in instant phone rebate, which is a great huge savings off the phone equipment. All 7 of their business centers are going to be open and active day 1. Remember, so they can build all 8 teams, all their business centers are active, and of course it pays the most money, $7,700 a day, giving it the best value by far of the 3 packages. Now, in the placement of the IRs, remember, you could just put all 8 people in up what we call front line. You put 8 teams together as quickly as possible, which gives you the ability to maximize the payout with the least amount of work up front. So once again, that would be my recommendation. Regardless, placement is the same. And we have a special video just for this, and you want to also look that up, but we'll recap it. You put your first person to the farthest left of the Octenary. You call that position 4L. And then the first person goes in. Any help from above would actually fall down this one particular organization. We call that spillover. Can give you the potential of building a power leg with the help of the people above you. You want to place your second person in as quickly as possible. Take your third person so you can get all your auto ship for free. Remember, refer 3, get it free. That third person will fall underneath that person. Then each of their first people will go down their 4L. So what that does is create another spillover and another power leg. And you want to work with these 2 teams until you start to cycle about every day. Remember, unlimited depth. then you can start another team, power it down, another team until you reach your financial goals, or you fill up the entire octonary and max out the compensation plan. Now, there are 5 ways to earn income. Real quickly, we get direct bonuses on the Fast Start Activation Packs. Those could be $25, $50 to $100 depending on which package they select. Then we get 10 generations of overrides from that point on of those people we've personally recruited. The depth of 10. We get direct commission points on anything that is sold directly off our websites. We get 100% matching commission points on all the sales of our entire genealogy, and we also get 100% residual income of all the repeating orders. Once again, recapping: basic $99, advanced $249, accelerated $499. But remember, the difference of daily pay is not so small. 41 versus 5,300 a day is almost $500,000 a year, and then of course 7,700 a day from 4,100 a day is a potential loss of over $1 million. And remember, there was less work up front. Now there's your bonuses accordingly, the generations of bonuses, the points, 500, 1,500, and 3,500 for when the packages are purchased initially. And then notice the WOW Mobile and the website are the same on all 3. So that's why any combination of 3, then you don't have to pay an auto ship cost there. So regardless of what your commitment is, as long as you've got 3 people in the system that picked one of these packages, your auto ship the following month will be 0. Now these are just once again some of the numbers of the most often purchased products. Obviously the basic, advanced, and accelerated with their points. The website is 200 points. Global Freedom Phone, WOW Mobile Service are 100 points each. Leaders typically take a basic health and maintenance pack because it helps them maximize their commitment for compensation. And then some of the other nutritional and tools that are purchased to help people build their business. This is just once again recapping. The color code system stays in effect: green for accelerated, yellow for advanced, red for basic. If you notice, you add up the points accordingly. That's where you see them. Then these points land here. You combine these points, they roll up to the left side of this business center. Where do these points come from? You look down here underneath these two and they roll up here. And so they both roll up here combined. When you add these up, and they roll up to the top business center, so you can see you capture the business points 3 times. Then remember, outside of the people you personally recruited, now remember, you received a $100 bonus on this person for the direct recruit, this person 50, this person 25, and then from 10 generations below, you're getting a $10 or a $250 or a $5 override throughout 10 generations. But remember, the commission points, these are where the big money comes from. That's unlimited depth. And so remember, that's very important. 100% credit given on all the commission points, no matter how big you build it. And then as the points start to roll up through the business centers, we'll go back and remind you, always try to build just out 2 teams initially. There's unlimited depth, and so every 6,000 points where there's at least a third on one of the sides, we're going to cut that override check of a minimum of $50 until the entire team per business center, now remember you have 7 of them, per business center does 48,000 points. 16 has to be on the weak side, 32 on the strong, or anywhere in between, and that'll cut a minimum of a $500 up to $1,100 per cycle per day times the 7 business centers, and that's where we get $3,500 to $7,700 per day. Now remember, this is just an overview, not a training of the power of the compensation plan. Remember, no plan has ever paid more money to more people faster than the one that you're now participating with. So pick your package, basic, advanced, or accelerated, wisely. My personal recommendation, of course, is the least amount of work for the most amount of pay up front. And then, of course, don't leave your first 2 teams until you start to cycle every day. That locks you in at a low 6-figure income before you try to conquer the bigger income scenario. And so that ends this exercise. Remember, Liberty International WOW Mobile was designed to help you accomplish your dreams. Once again, thanks for participating.